we've got Mutodon on wing. Minimal casualties so far, but not zero.
Okay, we need a much better aviary, but none of us have the authority to approve the risky experimental one. I can try to get the new director on board with it, while you two handle things here.
Okay, new recruit, just you and me now. That was Dale, I'm Callie, and you are having one heck of an induction. The workforce on the island stands no chance against a hunter like the Mutodon. We need to tranquilize it ASAP, or our recruitment team will be working overtime.
The experimental aviary has been approved, but the new director is on her way here. Can't imagine she'll be happy. I mean, a breakout in her first week?
Yeah, well, welcome to Ile Saint-Hubert. Okay, it's down. Great work there. Deep breaths, everyone, and let's fix this. I have a working theory that the Mutodon keeps escaping because it knows it's penned in. It's a very intelligent animal. An open-air aviary should give it the illusion of open skies, though.
We just need to demolish the old aviary to make room for the new one. Now we can build the open-air aviary where the old aviary used to be. We should make sure the workers have access to the hatchery.
Forgot I muted my mic. It's one hell of an introduction. Control Z wasn't working for whatever reason, though.
The open-air aviary uses a clever electromagnetic barrier which should keep the Mutodon contained. The barrier needs power to work, though. So I'll talk you through the island's geothermal power system. As you can see, the geothermal supply pipe distributes power through a series of underground pipes. Those pipes branch off in two directions at junctions called geothermal splitters. Pipe networks should always end with a geothermal generator. It's the generators that deliver power to nearby buildings and life-saving experimental aviaries. We can build a new power network to expand the facility later, but we need that aviary powered yesterday, so let's use the existing pipes for now. First, let's build a geothermal generator near the open-air aviary. Great. Okay, now we connect the generator to the underground power network via a splitter junction. Splitters only have two outputs, so find one with an unused output to pipe the generator into. You, my friend, just made your first geothermal power connection. And the open-air aviary is fully powered, so we can transport the tranquilized Mutodon into it.
O'Connor, what is that?
That, Miss Halford, is a Mutodon, an Ile Saint-Hubert original.
They didn't tell you what we work on when you became Director of Operations?
I knew it was a research and development site, but Mullins, I didn't even know this island existed until I was offered the position. These animals can't be for show at the park, right?
They're not show ready. No, ma'am. Not all research is a success in that sense, but there's a lot to learn from them.
Yes, I'm sure. I think I need a word with my superiors. Please, keep up your work, and I'll be back in touch soon.
Nothing is getting through that barrier, so we can finally relax a bit. Great work. The Mutodon may be hurt after its little adventure, though. Assign a ranger team to the open-air aviary, and they'll tell us what we need to do to make it comfortable. An aviary viewing gallery will also let workers observe it, so it's worth building one now, too.
While you're at it, new recruit, we should probably get into the paleobotanical weeds of why you were recruited here.
Yes. Well, there's a world-famous dinosaur theme park out there. You might have heard of it. We do the experimental work to keep that park in supply of incredible animals. The park are getting more demanding, though, and experimental work can be unwieldy. You're here to help us expand, make breakthroughs, and keep chaos at bay. Ideally.
The hours are long, and the non-disclosure agreement is airtight, but it's still probably the best job in the world. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Big those things are. Sorry.
The danger is over, and there are plenty of eyes on the Mutodon. We've got some breathing space. So, let's see what's next on the agenda. Until now, this area has operated mostly underground. Not for the faint of heart down there. Trust me. It's time to expand. And we've been given assignments for setting the place up as a research site. They're marked as priority assignments, meaning someone in charge wants us to deal with them ASAP.
There's just one assignment at the top of the list right now, so feel free to accept it whenever you're ready.
Oh, and don't worry if we're spending more than we're making for a bit. We need to lay a foundation first. Profits can come later. I said we'd get the chance to build a new geothermal power network, and here we are. Exciting, right? So, there's another geothermal supply pipe on this site with more power that we can access. So let's take a look at that first. Every site on the island has multiple geothermal supply pipes, each one providing a fresh reserve of power that we can tap into. By running that power through underground pipes and into geothermal generators, we can deliver that power wherever we need it. We can start our new network by building a geothermal generator nearby. Now we can connect that generator to the geothermal supply using underground pipes. As soon as it's hooked up, the generator will start powering nearby buildings.
My bad.
Great. Okay, so now we want to set up another generator in the area. For both generators to be piped up to the same supply, we'll need to place a geothermal splitter on the pipeline you just built. Go ahead and build a splitter now. Excellent. Now we can build another generator. Pipe that generator into the unused splitter output and watch the magic happen. And voila! 2 geothermal generators running from the same supply. Worth noting, Splitters can only have one input pipe, which splits into two output pipes. It's handy for branching out your network, but there is a gotcha. Whenever we split a pipe into two, we also split the input power in half between each output. Use too many splitters, and you might not have the power you need coming out of a generator. So try not to overuse them. And that's pretty much it. You're basically a geothermal engineer now. Don't say you're one to an actual geothermal specialist, though, or you might find a pipe running through your accommodation in the morning.
Work is pretty self-directed here. Whenever you complete an assignment, feel free to pick the next one from your assignments list.
A critical part of any research site is having a crack team of scientists to handle various tasks. That's right. We need to go on a hiring spree. Of course, I tend to prefer machinery to people, and I'm pretty sure Callie prefers dinosaurs. That leaves you to make the judgment call on who to bring on board. Those new hires will do nicely. Great picks. Oh, and just so you know, it's sort of an unwritten policy here to never refer to a new hire as fresh meat. Let's not tempt fate, right? Still some priority assignments to go. Of course, we only have priority ones on us right now, but I guess managers just love labeling some things as more important than others. Like themselves. That was a joke. I didn't mean that.
Yes, you did. Someone who's worked with those kinds of people before, you absolutely did.
The main facility is where InGen first set up shop on Ile Saint-Hubert, and now you get to expand it out. We'll need some crucial infrastructure to support that. You never know when illness or injury might strike. So let's start with a paleo-medical facility.
The park spent a small to moderate fortune on creating the Mutodon, so we especially want them to stay in good health.
Assign an MVU team to the aviary hatchery to keep an eye on them. Good work. Okay, now, we need dinosaur genomes to create dinosaurs, and the park will sometimes send us genomes when we wrap up assignments. But there's only so much they can send to a facility that doesn't technically exist. Build an expedition center, and we'll be able to gather genome from some lesser-used dig sites. You know, to avoid drawing attention to the whole secret island thing.
Recently, we managed to get funding for dedicated maintenance teams on the island. They can't fix years of neglected infrastructure, but they can keep things actually working, and I consider that a win. Details. My point being, let's build a maintenance facility to keep this newly established site running smoothly. And naturally, let's make sure they're covering all this new infrastructure by assigning them to maintenance posts. Look at that. We've got all the parts to make this place a hotbed for research. Nicely done, new recruit. This area is really coming together. Nice job. Oh, and it looks like there's just one more priority assignment to deal with. But I'm sure plenty more assignments are coming when we finish that one. Right. We need to take care of the workers on the island. It should be your favorite kind of assignment because, well, if you hadn't noticed, you and I are two of those workers. Now, workers need somewhere to sleep, obviously, and you can keep them happy by building restrooms and shelters. Of course, those two can also include the same activities if the reason you're in the shelter is scary enough.
Don't be gross, Mullins.
Hey, people get scared.
Well, I got a big gun. Actually, let's build this over here. We need the space.
Wow, that all looks great. And if you've managed to save some of the fancier accommodations for yourself, I'm not gonna judge, but I will need you to cut me in on it. No? Well, how about a luxury bunker? A decadent restroom? Wishful thinking.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you're really impressing me. And I definitely can't call you new recruit anymore. So, along with your new status of coworker, you've been assigned a handful of assignments. These ones aren't priority, but they're still important. Standard assignments are the bulk of our work, and they're how we prove we can be trusted to deal with the priority stuff. So, dear colleague, time for you to choose what we're working on next.
Nice.
Okay, the island's quarantine site has been hit with a technical issue, and we've been drafted in to help. A group of dinosaurs are inbound, so we should probably expect a full smorgasbord of ailments.
This over here. It'll take a while to guess and say we're gonna need one of these. Call it a hunch. Yeah, this place is all crowded. I guess that's the point, right?
Ranger patrol in progress.
Those poor things. We need to help them, whatever it takes. Let's see what we're dealing with first. Send an MVU team to perform a medical scan. Small herbivores are more prone to infectious diseases because they tend to have bigger herd sizes. Let's just count ourselves lucky none of these ailments are overly contagious.
Right. I'm not seeing any more ailments, so I think we've managed it.
Let's just keep an eye on things for a bit. Make sure we don't have flare-ups or anything.
Sorry about that. I muted myself while I was eating the burger. And, hey Shane, thanks for popping in. And yeah, so far so good.
Ooh, that could have been a lot worse. The team from our quarantine site appreciates you. And I'm sure those small herbivores do too.
The park wants something special for display. And tell me, what's more special than family, huh? See, the species I've got in mind is actually a very distant cousin of us mammals, the Dimetrodon.
We've been asked for a specific trait, though, so we'll need to do some testing. That means synthesis, then observation.
Otherwise known as the old Paleo 1-2.
Genetic modification will improve our odds of getting the trait we need. That's done in the hatchery, before we actually synthesize the genome.
I forgot how easy it is to do that. Okay. definitely need a hatchery. Yeah, that's what's missing here.
Synthesis is underway. Excellent. I, for one, can't wait to see the Dimetrodon in person.
Oh, yeah, I was meaning to ask you, Dale. You accurately pointed out that they're a distant cousin of us mammals. So tell me, how much of a family resemblance to you should I be expecting? I'm guessing a lot.
Yes, Callie, I inherited the Dimetrodon's impressive back sail. Can't believe you never noticed it before.
Alright, that's good. Okay. I used to have Dimetrodon in all my parks, so I know roughly what they need. Big water. Like that one song on Land Before Time. You know, creepy crawlies. I only know that because of Jenny Nicholson. I only know that song because I never actually saw that movie. I just know because of Jenny Nicholson. Wait. I'm an idiot. That was a... There we go. One of those. But that's if we do need these. This point I probably should just construct an ancillary facility over here. Oops.
Out on patrol. Heading out.
Get away with the street down here. Yes, I can. Let's go.
Patrol underway.
Or if they like sand, or if that was just... well, actually, no, they would, because... Well, we'll find out. Like eggs. Long-lived. There we go. Honestly, not everyone's a fan of it, but I honestly love that the movies and then the TV shows too, like, introduce non-dinosaurs to add to parks. Because I mean, it's the next logical step, right? You got all these dinosaurs. It's like, well, we need more prehistoric creatures. So you got the Metrodon. You got like, well, I mean, we already had like the Mosasaur, which is not a dinosaur. But then there was like Tylosaurus in Jurassic Park the game. And then of course there was Smilodon in the one episode of Camp Cretaceous, or the Camp Cretaceous episodes. Say. Triple fast forward.
personnel, please stand by.
Arid. Okay.
Commencing asset transit.
I also love how they walk with like those sideways arms. I love it. It's so cool. Evolution's amazing.
It's so strange to think we're more biologically related to those animals than any other asset we work on here.
Funny how much can happen in 300 million years, huh? Anyway, we're almost done with this assignment. All we need now is to gather some data.
Time to analyze that animal. Our drones are outfitted with scanners custom built for research, so that's what we'll use. Just head to a hatchery, take control of a drone, and then scan the dinosaur from multiple angles to get all the data we need. Analyzing animals will also bag us some extra funding and let us optimize how to genetically modify the species. As if you needed more motivation to get that sweet, sweet data, right?
Am I stupid? Oh. That's a pain in the ass.
Good work. Look at you, advancing humanity's knowledge of prehistoric genomes.
wanted them all to be very happy, you know?
Alrighty. Most of our funding comes from assignments, but we'll only be losing money if we don't maintain a site's economic engine too. Workers are key to that. To bring more workers to the site, we need animals with high enough research appeal to justify those workers spending their time here.
More workers also gets us more funding, and money is always handy to, pay for things we need.
So, more interesting animals equals more workers, which also equals more cash. Everybody wins. Couple of funding pointers that I didn't mention before. Your finances are shared between all of the locations you oversee. That means one unprofitable research site hits the whole budget, so it's worth keeping an eye on things. Productivity also factors into making money, so watch out for your fellow workers too. Happy workers make for a happy budget.
Ah, you've all been busy while I was away. Very impressive.
Well, we aim to please, ma'am. You said you were talking to the park?
Yes, well, I've worked with the lead geneticist there before, and they've always been ambitious. A vision for the future is a wonderful thing, but not when it makes you blind to what's in front of you. But for now, I'd like to recognize your hard work by giving you all more responsibility. There are a couple of other locations that I'd like you to set up as fully fledged research sites. The island's luscious ancient valley, under your management, will be a space to research natural behaviors. It's currently home to the remarkable Titanosaurus, and I'd like you to try and naturally breed them. The Riverside Laboratory, on the other hand, will specialize in semi-aquatic animals. A rather intimidating-looking T-Rex is enclosed there now, and your first task will be to study how it hunts. It's a lot of responsibility, I know, but you've more than earned my trust. Now, your funding does have to cover all 3 of these sites. And one site's profit or loss will affect your finances everywhere else, so keep an eye on that budget. Oh, and each site is already connected to the island's geothermal pipe network. I'm sure we'll get a chance to upgrade it at some point, but it should provide more than enough power for now. The island and its resources are at your disposal, but what you work on next is, well, entirely up to you.
Let's go with the Titanosaurs. Why not? I like their design. I think the tails are a little too long, but otherwise I like them. Also, they were like gigantic in the movie. From what I remember, they were gigantic. I think bigger than they should have been. That's chaos theory, right? Nothing like desecrating an ancient society's work.
Welcome to the one section of the island guaranteed to have minimal human influence. The Ancient Valley. It's beautiful, green, my personal happy place, and the perfect environment to study natural dinosaur behaviors. What more could you want in a research site?
All right.
Once upon a time, InGen went to great lengths to avoid dinosaur breeding. The company's new leadership is a touch more open to the idea, and we get to take the first steps. The task is simple in theory. Create a juvenile Titanosaurus through natural breeding. Best of luck staying focused, what with the wonders of life playing out in front of you.
Glad they're asking for the Titanosaurus here. Beyond them being incredible animals, we can gather its genome ourselves to help create males. After building an expedition center, at least. If we get any downtime while our dig teams do their thing, we could pick up a contract or two. Extra funding can't hurt while we're bringing prehistoric giants back to life, right? It's a small island, which helps us share expedition resources between areas. For every site you have an expedition center in, we'll be able to send out more simultaneous dig teams. If you want more fossil storage too, make sure you've got a science center in each of your sites.
Ah, yes, the one place to get mosasaur DNA. Antarctica. God damn it. Oh well. Actually, I don't know why that's a bad thing. Alright, so let's see. So we need a male. Wetland, tall leaf, tall fiber, and they need males. Well, that's the tour. Dr. Frog. So I need male titanosaurs. But I cannot build a hatchery. Either we need frog DNA to make them change to male, Or there's something I'm missing. Wait, do we already have a hatchery here and I'm an idiot? We do. We literally do. Okay. I'm just stupid. I'm like, wait. Okay. Oh, I need more genome to make a male. Can I get some more? Where are they at? Yes. Good work. Maybe I could try a deep scan. How much did that give me? Nothing by the looks of it. God damn it. Fast forward. Like, how many guys do these horny girls want? There's a bit of a problem with that long tail. Sorry. I had to mute the mic because I was sneezing like crazy.
Okay, that's all the genome we need. There's a hatchery already built in the main valley area, so I'd recommend using that one for synthesis.
Thank you, Shane. Oh, man.
Cuidado ao embarcar e desembarcar no passeio Jurássico.
I'm getting lost.
Performing patrol duties. Ranger patrol in progress.
Okay, understood. Sure thing. Be there soon. Not a problem.
El Cavo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Scared me. It's been a while since I've heard that sound. I think it's because I switched to OBS, so it switched to the defaults of the rock tune I usually have. Need to fix that. Big ass tail clipped through the thing. His body's clipping through the grass. We're a little early to incubate D-Rex, but we'll get there. We'll get there. No worries. I get jump scared easy.
I think there's a breeding pair in there, so good work. Now we can use the nest our ecology team designed. They live and breathe dinosaur behavior, so it should do the job.
It's like an old dog, kind of, with like the white face, you know? He's got that dog in him. Like, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's the large one. Oh, this is in challenge mode. It's the campaign actually. So I'm playing the campaign for the first time. That's why I was like, oh, I don't think we got there yet. Because it's the campaign. It'll ask me to incubate the D-Rex eventually. Alright, so somehow they banged, despite him being all the way over here, and GG. Let's see, is there anything else I need? No? You know what? Let's get another one. I have only one hand, and you can have multiple. Yeah, it's a new campaign. I have no idea how it goes. I'm going to this completely blind. Which honestly is the way to do it. More fun that way. Oh, I see. There's the power supply. Oh, it's a tour. I'm gonna connect the tour over there. That's what you gotta do.
What do you know? They laid eggs. Either our nest design team were spot on, or these dinosaurs really aren't picky.
Either way, all we can do now is wait and hope that juvenile dinosaurs like the nest too.
Ah, wait and hope. My favorite part of the scientific process. You know, could be a good time to do a contract or two, earn a bit more funding. Or, and I really mean this, I'm happy to just sit and stare at that nest.
You do you, man. You do you. No comment. No comment. Why are they saying there's an obstruction? Oh, it's probably the plants. That's meaning team 1.
Starting patrol. No problem. I'm blocked.
Really?
I have control.
Well, isn't that the most heartwarming little bundle of genetic information you ever saw?
Damn, those are tiny ass eggs.
Weirdly put, but you're not
Those
wrong.
eggs are really common.
That little face would melt the stoniest of hearts.
That's funny.
And loosen the tightest of wallets.
Pull them out. Just love how the eggs are so freaking tiny. And they're just gigantic. Yeah, we're on. It's crazy. They scan you.
Nice drone piloting there. We should have all the data we need, so that's this assignment complete.
Wow, what progress! You're impressing the right people, I can tell you that. Don't worry, I haven't spent all this time with my feet up. There's a lot of island to oversee, and how shall I put this? Various projects I still don't have access to. Even as a director here, I'm being told things are on a need-to-know basis. But don't let me bother you with all that. When you're ready, there's an assignment on the other research site that I'd appreciate your help with.
Another one.
You might not know this, but Ile Saint-Hubert is actually trialing the maintenance team as a part of core infrastructure. It's gone well, and the maintenance staff are great, but we haven't done a real stress test of the ATVs yet. So, and I say this with absolute conviction, do your worst.
All right, let's do this. Hills over here. I mean, I guess I could play with the physics and just ram a dinosaur because he'll smack me and I'll go flying. That doesn't mean one. 3 seconds. It worked a lot better than I thought it would. Might have given the guy driving this a few beers. I swear it's for science. Oh, got it.
I asked you to stress test the ATV, and you definitely tested it. Hopefully not too hard, because turns out I'll have to explain any damage to the higher-ups.
Sounds like
But that's a me problem.
Exactly.
Good job on this.
I've got it.
There are a few more scientists. That'll help. What are we weakest in? Logistics.
Animals get a security rating based on their power and how much of a risk to life they pose. Basically, how hard they are to contain.
We can use those ratings to improve our containment designs. But the higher-ups say we have to do that by pitting actual animals against our fences. I did tell them there are other ways to test a fence, but maybe that kind of thinking is why I'm not cut out for management? Oh well.
Let's start by bringing in a couple of dinosaurs. We'll get to the fence testing next.
Security rating 2. Also security rating 4. Gallimimus is Struthiomimus Gallimimus. They're the same fucking thing. Let's be honest here, they're the same thing. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Okay. Is there any 2s? Do we have any 2s? Anything. Really? Okay. Margosaurus. No, they won't get along with other sauropods, though, so they're out. Grethosaurus? Okay. Hadrosaurus. Yeah, Hadrosaurus. Dinochirus is a 5 for some reason. Okay, so it looks like Corythosaurus might be our best bet then. Can I find him? No. Titanosaurus, Velociraptor. Ah, damn it. I think we gotta do assignments to get him. Right, we're doing an assignment. Well, this is a bit of a problem. Wait, the babies are security rating too. Would it count as releasing if they escape from a nest? I say escape as though, you know. Yeah, I might just have to wait for them to, have more babies. Excellent. Babies. 3 babies. These guys get along with anyway. Botanical Titan and Scavenger, and they hate everyone else, and they're neutral with the others. Okay. I love how this thing is just like, it hates all of these things. Oddly though, the D-Rex is not on here. Okay, yeah, it's glitched out with that one. You'd think they've fixed that by now. There's no obstructions. Literally no obstructions. This fucking game. Oh, that's just, yeah. That's a friend of mine. But no, she said that because of, because I predicted what the guy would say by accident. A la Joseph Joestar. Like, and next you'll say that's a you problem. And he was like, but that's a me problem. The camera can't even capture their faces.
Right. Great.
There we go.
Now, happy dinosaurs don't tend to rebel or lash out, so we need to make these ones uncomfortable. There aren't many situations where I'd ask you to deprive an animal of something it needs, but, well, here we are.
Really? Well, there's one way to do that. Not buildable in tour area. Piece of shit. Alright. I'd be thinking, how do you have someone break out of it? Guess we're doing cruel and unusual punishment. Oh, expedition center. There you are. And I mean, I get it. You know, like, I think they explained it, that, you know, having them continuously grow could be a problem. So they just did 2 stages, you know, baby. Or actually, juvenile, technically is more accurate. And adult.
En route to collect the asset. Asset transportation in progress.
Hungry, fam. There's tall leaf and tall fiber all around you. For God's sake. There's the
Back
destination.
control.
Confirming asset delivered.
I know what that music means. Never mind, apparently that's fine. There we go.
Well, who could have seen that coming? At least we can improve our fences with all that beautiful data we've gathered.
Firstly, let's recontain that animal as a priority. And secondly, Dale, please stop calling Data beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Collecting asset.
We need to gather some data to improve our containment again. And you know what that means. Time to see how a powerful dinosaur rips a fence apart. Which is fine. I mean, it's not like professional technicians spent their precious time putting that fence up or anything.
A dinosaur will need to be uncomfortable before it attacks a fence. So, you'll need to deprive it of an environmental need for a bit. At least it's just temporary.
Delivery has been completed. Collecting asset.
And the posture check. Yes, yes, yes. Blare your horns.
Transit has commenced.
Whoops. Wait. What?
Adding task.
No worries. Thank you for watching. Alright, we either need to break the fence or try. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. You're looking at it. Oh? Damn it. It's at the fence. It is in your blood. You want to destroy.
Great work and all, but we're gonna need a bigger fence.
Yes, we are. But first, time to get that animal properly contained and comfortable.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Really?
We're researching more and more dangerous dinosaurs, and I'm not convinced our fences are up to holding them in.
Which really is their one job.
Before we can work on our fence designs, we need to know what they have to withstand. So, first things first, let's bring in some test subjects.
We don't have any dinosaurs that could do that.
Keeping the animals happy while we study them isn't always easy. Sauropods, especially cohabitating ones, need a lot of space to thrive. And thriving is always the aim. New arrivals are inbound now, so let's start with meeting their needs, then tackle visibility later.
Transit has commenced. Asset has been delivered. Transportation complete.
A tall nut. Wetland.
Before we reinvent the viewing gallery, let's try and improve visibility with the tools we have. It might reveal where we can improve things.
Indeed, Sean. Dinosaurs. Alright. Yeah, let me see if I can move one of the brachiosaurs closer. And there's the baby dinosaurs. They're technically babies. They don't look like babies, but they're babies. And they're mama. And they're papa. Probably. There we go. I'm gonna move this guy a bit more
Pick up the
south.
asset.
Do that. By moving them south, it should expand their view and they should be happy with all the nut.
Commencing asset transit.
I mean, these girls were happy with the nut.
Asset has been delivered.
I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. There we go. I knew that'd work.
Okay, I have an idea, but it's percolating. So gather some data while my breakthrough brews.
Actually, I should make a, another response facility over here. As well as a medical facility. We're gonna need them. Okay.
Controlling the route. Received. Adding to the list.
Actually, that makes sense. I don't think there's a wall here. Let's fix that. Oh, really? It's funny because Ranger Post 7 is over here, and you should be able to get there. I really would have hoped they fixed the pathing in this game. There you go. Are we gonna get it up?
Asset identified.
Good work. And good photo, too. One for the staff room wall. Oh, and I do have an idea to help us study animals in huge enclosures. All the best ideas are inspired by nature, and this one comes from our long-necked assets themselves. We can research that whenever, but for now, let's wrap this assignment up. You hear the words tropical island, and you think of sun, sand, relaxing surf. No one ever talks about the infrastructure-shattering storms we get sometimes, like the one that's gonna hit us real soon. Make sure we, and more specifically, the maintenance team, are ready. Okay, brace yourself, and leave the umbrella at home. I'm not sure it'll help. What will help is staying on top of repairs. If key infrastructure goes down, bad weather will be the least of our worries.
Del recorrido jurásico.
Right. The worst is over. I think we're in the clear. You really kept your head out there. And that's not easy in winds as strong as that, so good job. We do need some storm defense upgrades before next time, though. Trust me, that's not the last storm this place will ever see.
Our colleagues across the island are struggling with a batch of medium-sized herbivores. Something in their genome is affecting their needs, so we're swooping in to help. The animals will get here soon, so let's prepare. Not that I have advice on preparing for the complete unknown, beyond brace yourself.
Hell yeah, sister. They like ground leaf and ground fiber, which we have plenty of over here.
Assets delivered.
Let's see what's up here.
Transportation complete.
Huh, they have hyperosmolarity. One of their genes is increasing the salt concentration in their blood, which is making them thirstier than normal. Now we know what they need, we can accommodate and make them comfortable.
GG. I didn't need to do shit.
Research is the gateway to us helping these animals. If you understand the problem in enough depth, the solution presents itself. In this case, the solution was a shocking amount of water. And that lake water is literally a chemical solution of water and minerals, so that's fun too. I'm rambling. Let's grab a photo of those animals drinking for our records. A great photo for the records there, and we can show the group that sent us these animals that we figured out the problem. Sometimes science is about bragging rights.
That's about bragging rights all the time. What are you talking about?
A lot of the more behaviorally focused technicians, myself included, take animal observations seriously. If only management would let us hike through enclosures on foot. We mainly use observation structures to watch the animals, and Dale's viewing platform idea deserves a proper test. But between you and me, I'm hoping we can develop some entirely new structures off the back of this work.
I know Parasaurolophus would be a good match for these guys. Because they also like the nut. Okay. And we did unlock medium herbivores, so I think they should be here. Yes, they are. Excellent. We really need those upgrades. Can I research that actually? Well, actually I'm in the wrong area. Wait, no, yes. Damn it. Fish. Oh yeah, we should probably research these actually. Always research the cures to illnesses, so you can be prepared. It does remind me of how there was that one species of sauropod that was discovered, and the scientists wanted to name it Chihuahuasaurus as a joke, and it was rejected. Like, come on. That's perfect.
Commencing synthesis.
Okay, there's only 3 in there. We need 4 for an ideal population. So we'll do a second batch as soon as these other scientists are free. Welcome back, Shane.
Proceed. Incubation.
Sora gets along with both. I've been playing this for almost 2 hours. Doesn't feel like it.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
The viewing platform is great, especially for larger animals like sauropods. But it's lacking when it comes to smaller dinosaurs. I think your work here will give us plenty to look into. So thanks for taking this assignment on.
So, we finally gotten the go-ahead to spend money on staffing, but it comes at a cost. Or, well, the opposite of a cost, I guess. The powers that be are okay with us hiring new talent and doing some training as long as we boost our profits too. Not a bad trade. But, piece of advice, hire wisely. Remember, we're stuck on this island with whoever you bring in.
All this talk about profits. You remind me of that guy from the Hammond Foundation. The one with the big voice and bigger personality. The PR guy. What was his name?
Oh, yeah. I lost the name, but I liked him. Seemed all business on the outside, but I saw him fawning over the dinosaurs when no one was around.
Huh. A secret softie. Guess you never fully know a person.
Cabot. Right, any reference.
has commenced.
Good stuff. You're putting together a real dream team of great minds. Hopefully, they're not great runners, though. Because if things go south around here, I can't afford to be the slowest.
Oh, there it is. And I was almost starting to think of you as a team player, Dale. Creating a report on our animals takes two things: a lot of paperwork and a lot of pictures. Believe it or not, I actually like paperwork, so I need you to cover the photography. When you're ready, let's start by capturing different behaviors. Okay, good. Next up, we need some images of the animals socializing with one another.
Guys, don't be so antisocial. Score.
Great. Let's just make sure we have coverage across multiple species, and then I think we're done. Those photos are great. I'm sure the higher-ups will appreciate your eye for a good shot.
And we have plenty of material to make a calendar one day. You know, in case we ever have time for a hobby.
Everyone is excited about our breakthroughs in dinosaur breeding. But we should do more research before pushing anything toward the park. Let's do some dedicated research on how our work applies to the 3 major types of animal we handle. Land animals, marine animals, and flying reptiles.
Question. Is this actual research or a thinly veiled excuse for you to see more juveniles?
It can be both. No more questions.
It's one small step for de-extinction, and an even smaller step for dinosaur kind. Admittedly, we did already know that our methods for naturally breeding land animals worked, but those juveniles are a real morale boost around here.
Okay, so we have room for aquatic habitat. Of some kind up north. Bit laggy here. a bit of a problem. We kind of can't do this one. I mean, mosasaurs exist, but they're kind of too big. Methinks we need to move to another island. How does one switch? There we go. I do like how the DLC has a Mutodon chasing the goat.
Pretty great view, isn't it? The labs around here are all about synthesizing prehistoric life. Usually prehistoric life with a nasty bite who'll happily chase you on land or water. I mean, not that that specific situation has happened. Usually the chasing is just on land. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I warn you, I'm not overly pleased to be giving out this assignment. But I do understand the reasoning behind the research. It concerns that astounding example of a T-Rex.
Impressive, right? Its metabolism has been tweaked to make it more physically intimidating. I like to think of it as a different flavor of Tyrant King.
Well said. Now, we need to understand how that physical change affects its hunting behaviors. And goats won't really give us the data we need. So?
Yeah, so we give the T-Rex another dinosaur to hunt. Seems simple to me.
How, morally pragmatic of you. Well, it sounds like you have a plan. So I'll be off for now then.
I like how they add bridges here, and they still refuse to put them in the main game. Give bridge. And tunnels, for that matter.
Incubation personnel.
What's the matter? Oh, she's no longer hungry.
Procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
I swear, the technology in this place is just getting worse.
A lot of it is super old legacy in-gen tech. What do you expect? We're pushing science forward at a breakneck pace, so not much time to fix what was built before.
Great. What could go wrong neglecting core infrastructure?
Okay, the hunt begins. Let's make sure we collect some data. Remember, recording your results is what makes this science, not just sending animals to their doom.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy.
Copy that. I can fix it up.
T-Rex hunting is really something. The impact tremors, the speed. But spectacle aside, we've got the data we needed. We can close this assignment off and, tidy up any mess in that enclosure.
Hello? Is this still working? Oh, I hate comm systems. If you can hear me over the alarms in here, the island's core computer system is really unhappy. I'm worried that it's the geothermal power system acting up, but more urgently, our friends in the open-air aviary seem uncomfortable. I've set you an assignment to check in.
Check request received. Canceling the task. Confirming task.
Alright. Now let me go back to the main facility.
I know you were worried, Miss Halford, but I'm not seeing any issues with the geothermal power system. Probably just a blip from software as old as me. But I'll run a diagnostic anyway.
Thank you. Oh, and the mutadons seem to react to the alarms, so I'm worried that they're agitated. Could we check on them?
Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, this is gonna be a while. Discord's popping. I mean, I know why it's upset. It's because it's by itself. That's not me having looked ahead. I mean, I remember it was like upset that it was just itself. It wanted a friend. It may be a hybrid monster, but it's still got wings. Oh, I'm an idiot. It meant this one. I didn't realize this was automatic. I kept trying to do it.
Attention.
Okay, problem. The power has gone down.
The aviary. No power, no barrier, which means
We have a containment breach. This is bad.
Deal with the power issue, recontain the animals. You are the perfect team to handle this, but handle it fast.
Get started.
Just the one? Oh, just the one.
In control.
Yeah, we're fine. It's rebooting. Everything else is happy.
Have detected power outage. Available personnel, please receive. Asset collection request received.
Wanna sleep? No, fair enough.
Commencing asset transit. Confirming asset delivery.
Thank you, really, for saving so many workers. You're all rather good in a crisis, I'd say. This breakout just proves what I've been saying. Creating new animals like the Mutodon just isn't safe.
Oh, I think the creating new animal ship has sailed. Multiple ships. The Armada has sailed.
You're implying that there are other projects like the Mutodon? Dale Mullins, what do you know about the research I still don't have access to?
Nothing. Not implying, not saying a thing. Do I need a lawyer?
Oh, Dale's being modest. He's helped design infrastructure for some real top secret stuff, even some of the underground containment.
Underground containment? It's fine. I'm not here to make my team squirm, but I am going to interrogate my superiors again.
I'm out.
In the meantime, we can't afford any more incidents like that power fault. Please look into potential upgrades for the geothermal network.
While that researches, I will be right back.
Lily is seriously sticking her neck out about the Mutodon thing. Callie, you're more of a behaviorist than me, so tell me, what happens when a strong animal with sharp teeth sees an undefended neck?
In her defense, Lily just wants us to do things the right way. I trust her.
Hey, I'm easy. As long as there's interesting work, I like being here. I just like us to have the same director of operations for more than a few months.
Hello again, everyone. Tell me, what does the phrase more teeth mean to you?
A health and safety problem for our ranger teams? I don't, are we missing something here?
No. It was part of the directive for a specific project I'm trying to access, but I suppose it wouldn't have been said to the team on the ground. Never mind. There are some other priority assignments I'd like your expert attention on. They should be available to you now.
Sure. Time to overhear that conversation.
This facility is my responsibility, and I fear I'm digging up projects that are hidden for a reason. I need us to be ready if the worst should happen.
Ma'am, I have to say, maybe some things should be left hidden. Otherwise, the worst happening might be less of an if and more of a when.
Trust me, secrets in this business don't stay contained for long, which is why we need to be ready. Everyone, put this site through its paces.
Dinosaurus, I think, is the only one I have that would be a 5. Oh, no, Dinokairos. Any excuse to put Dinokairos in the park, I will take. Seriously, look at him. Just look at him. He's so ridiculous. I love him. Hold on, let me make sure we have... This might not be big enough, actually. Make it. Oh no, that's not true.
Patrolling the area.
But I had another alien medical facility there. I was mistaken.
Synthesis procedure.
We'll get on it.
Please stand by.
I'm sure this is fine. I like water, fish, wetland, ground fiber. I'm impressed more than anything.
I'll take it from here.
just like, what do you mean you're stuck? And that was my exact response. I completely forgot about that objective. Man, if I didn't have the... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Trying to tell this to shut up.
Confirming task. Adding task.
For next time.
Incubation complete. Prepare asset for release.
I think we're ready to test containment integrity. If there are no breakouts, then I feel a little better about Lily discovering OV23. And if something does go wrong...
Well, that's why I keep telling you to take up running. Okay, fine. I'll take the bait. By V23, you mean the 23rd version of the genome for that special secret project I still can't know about?
Oh, Callie, please. I've already said too much.
Lamau. Oh, it's ground leaf, not ground fiber. Whoops.
Delivery complete.
Let's fix that.
Transit has commenced.
And I did forget about the fish.
Asset transported. Asset transportation in progress.
Oh, we don't have a shelter over here. Well, that's fair.
Excellent work. You've given me a lot of confidence that we can prevent disaster. I think we'll all sleep a little easier tonight. You know, I've been working with de-extinct animals since they were first synthesized, but I never thought too much about how they are brought back. The research involved, the trials and errors of facilities like this. What scares me is wondering how much trial, error, and worse happened on Ile Saint-Hubert before I even arrived. Sorry. Just thinking out loud. Please, take on another assignment.
Animals, as it turns out, tend to move around. Some of them move around a whole lot. You know what doesn't move around? A worker planted in a viewing gallery. Research tours are the fix. They'll let workers observe animals within their habitats and from different angles. Much better data.
If you didn't catch the subtext there, it's that Dale wants to be driven around while he works.
Hey, I care about good data. It just so happens that my feet hurt sometimes too.
Firefight, thanks for the follow. Excuse me. This one. What I can do here? Oh. Hey, hey, wait. Shit. That's a problem. How do I do this actually? These guys can't do that actually. I do have to do the unit. I could do one through I think these two. I can get away with it. Let me think. It's good to try. Build it like here. Oh, sharp. Curve too sharp. Says that looks like an S bend to me, but what do I know? Let's do it in reverse. There we go. Just, I'm sure this is fine, you know, having a tour go through this exhibit in particular. Sure, it's completely fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen here. Nothing at all. Like, how can I get it here? The only thing I can think of would be expanding the deep water over here. Having this straddle the line. That would make... would have to come out over here. Let's see if I can do some pre-work. No. We have to build some more exhibits. Like, we have this area over here that really doesn't mean anything.
We ask that you remain inside the tour vehicle at all times.
We do need a new species with the Stiggy. What is Stiggy like? Using ground leaf. Yeah, I kind of eviscerated your ground leaf. Sticky like scrap leaf, that's what I like. Alright, that helps. Psittacanosaurus, a sauropod, that ain't happening. Ankylosaurid or a stegosaur? A sauropod is an exhibit, not even with the... Not even with the... okay. Do I have anything? I do have Psittacanosaurus. What are they like? They like ground fruit. Not. God damn it. I think I can get away with. Let me see. How are they on the trees? Oh, they got a lot of. Okay, yeah, we can play with that. Yeah, we'll do Psittacanosaurus. Oh, they're pretty good actually. Okay. The dinosaur that science has confirmed had a cloaca. I meant every word I said. It is true. There was indeed a preserved one. They legitimately saw and were like, well, it confirms it. You gotta love science. If you don't, you're a monster. Because I can build like another over here. Is what I can do.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
That's right, in the 1920s, we can fix tuberculosis. I fear I may have scared some viewers off with the Psittacanosaurus part. Yeah. Okay, you definitely do that. Okay, there's some ground fruit. Ground nut.
Asset being transported.
I don't want to do duplicates. We already have Myosaura. Lystrosaurus, nah. can't really do anything. We're kind of screwed. Because I can't move this. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Please stand by.
Excuse me.
Fare attenzione al momento della
Transportation underway.
Hey, the workers are happy with the new infrastructure, so great job. And some extra good news. We're approved to construct wider paths in our research sites. It'll make it even easier for workers to get from A to B.
And if the park starts working us any harder, from C to D to E to F as well.
Right, it's about time we did a large-scale study of natural breeding. Part of the test here is how easy it'd be for the park to roll it out too. So work like your every action is being monitored. Start by getting a good population of potential breeding pairs.
Fair enough.
Tenga cuidado al entrar y salir del recorrido jurásico. Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
That's weird. Why did it not like that? Yeah, it just doesn't like that.
El vehículo del recorrido jurásico.
Can't do anything with that one. And the one over here is not accessible. Do I have any scavengers I can make? Copies. Copies are scavengers. God, I like the deep water though. Fuck. Iguanodon, sauropod, ceratopsid, and chylosaurid. Let's see. Chasmosaurus? What do you guys like? Ground leaf, water, pasture. Don't know if I can do that. Excuse me. Gotta think. What it on is. The sound glitch because I'm realizing a lot of sounds aren't playing anymore. I don't mind it, just find it funny.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
I guess when in doubt, I could make some moves. If that does anything. Because I really can't have any more of these guys or Dinochirus. Or the Ornithomimosaurs for that matter. Well, actually, maybe not. They could have some more of them.
Asset in transit.
Alright, welcome Aladar and friends. Them spikes. Oh, that's a bit of a problem.
Confirming asset delivery. Oh, yeah, they're fine.
Okay, the population has been established, so breeding can commence. We're gonna need a good number of juveniles for this one, so let's make sure the enclosures are ready for them.
kind of screwed on power. 'Cause I can build more over here, but like I can't get a power thing up in here. Yeah, this one's all used up. And the next one that can be used is over here.